here with Brian Dodge. And yeah, let us know how the sound is because we're just out on a balcony in Sao Paulo. We just got back from Florianopolis, Brazil today. I don't know, have you guys seen Brian? Let me know on the channel. I interviewed him. Brian's got a channel all about hair transplants. That's how we met.
Yeah.
I interviewed Brian
almost a year ago.
Was it that long ago?
Well, I mean, my hair has been 13 months, so.
Oh, I don't feel like that wasn't that 6 months ago.
Well, yeah, for the interview.
The
interview was 6 months ago.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Before your hair transplant. Yeah, so it was over a year ago. Yeah, so Brian and I talked before his hair transplant, and then he got a hair transplant. Then we did the interview for his channel, which he started, and then he invited me to Brazil because he's got family down here. So yeah, it's been incredible. So we thought we would talk about Brazilian girls and just Brazil in general, I guess, because I've been to Brazil before, but just the Amazon, so it wasn't this experience.
Yeah,
and then,
it's very different.
Yeah, Florianopolis, it's called Floripa for short, was just like perfect, paradise.
It really was.
Yeah, I mean, I really can't think place in the world I would more highly recommend that a single male go.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Can you think of another city? I don't really know.
I don't even know if you're gonna be single. But yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah. Maybe
Better. Yeah, they don't have to be single to go to Floripa.
You don't have to be. You should.
It definitely will be
helpful to you.
A different experience if you are.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. I mean, if you like good food, culture, and hot women.
Yeah, it's like all the things that I like. You know. Yeah.
Like, a lot of beaches too.
Super cheap. If you're American right now, the exchange rate is 5 to 1, and in the past it was more like 2 to 1. So it's completely flip-flopped, this exchange rate, to the point that now the quality is really great here of the food, and like just of most everything, the quality is really good.
Yeah, I think we only had like one day though. It was like 5 of us out drinking and eating all day, like talking salmon and like the best pasta I've ever had in my life.
Yeah,
pretty much. And $500 to drink all day for 5 people.
It was like the most expensive place in all of Floripa.
Oh yeah.
And Floripa is the most expensive city in all of Brazil. So like the most expensive, exclusive kind of clubs, beach spot, all the best food, filet mignon, salmon, like all this stuff. And 5 people, and it cost like $500. That was like the day where we went all out.
And we were shocked that it was that much because everything's been so cheap the entire trip. Like, we tried hard to spend like $100 at a meal for like 3 of us. Like, it's not hard to do with food, especially with a couple of beers. It's not hard in America. It was almost impossible here. Like, you had to really get everything on the menu. Like, be too full to like leave.
One of the nicest steakhouses, I went there, and it was me and someone else, and we both completely picked out like appetizers, desserts, everything like that. One of the nicest steakhouses in Sao Paulo, and it cost me $60. It's crazy.
If you're not drinking, it's extremely affordable.
Yeah.
If you do drink, it's still very, very cheap. I mean, just for like perspective for people, at an expensive place, a drink costs 50 reais, which is like $10 US, but that's like the equivalent of going to like a downtown rooftop lounge in any city where it should be like $20-25 for that drink. And that's like a cocktail, like a beautiful cocktail presentation. Shots alone are like $6 to $8, but that's at the most expensive places.
Yeah.
The cheap ones, it was like, you can get a bottle of Jose Cuervo at almost any place here for like $70 to $80 US. Like most places sell for like 300 to 400 reais, which is really cheap.
How much does that cost in the US to order a bottle, like a bar of Jose?
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Oh man, Jose's really terrible. Unfortunately, Brazil's not a lot of good tequila, but you also can get like gin and like Tanqueray gin, which is pretty good for the same price here. Those bottles in America go anywhere from like that cheap place, 150. An expensive place, like a club, $500.
And yours like $70 or $80.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the cheapest place in America, you get a bottle, it'll be like $150 that I've ever seen.
Wow.
But yeah, if you know anything
Brian
different, comment
likes
below.
tequila. I got to try tequila pretty much for the first time.
Good 1800
last night.
Reposado.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I usually don't drink. I've had now, how many drinks this year?
You had 5, I think before you got here?
No, I was only, I think I've only had 1 drink.
Really?
Yeah, before I came here.
Guys, I'm a terrible influence on David.
And now I've had 4, I think, since I've been here. So, 3 or 4. So yeah, I've been drinking a lot more. I don't have any questions. Well, I hope that our random conversation about prices of food in Brazil are entertaining. So we met through hair. Anything we should talk about with hair? Like,
yeah, I guess that would probably.
Yeah,
be
I guess
good.
we should.
Yes,
This is Hair Loss Hope. That's the name of the channel. So
yeah,
we should talk about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, my hair is actually, I have a little bit of powder in my hair right now. Yeah, so it's not really like a fair representation of my hair currently because I do have some powder in it. Very little, but I have a little bit. So.
I currently don't have anything in it, but I have hairspray in my hair right now. I can show you my hair. But
yeah, Brian's hairline, or like hair, the front, it looks good. I mean,
I gotta do the top.
Yeah, he has one of the better transformations for like just getting a hairline that I've seen. Like,
yeah,
the difference of view is night and day. It's crazy.
It's really large.
Really crazy.
If you haven't seen his video on it, definitely check it out. He has all the photos.
Brian's only 29, so like.
Yeah, I'm young.
Yeah, I mean,
just turned 29.
You want to have like that youthful thing going on for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, I also like I still have like Norwood 6 balding.
Yeah.
I don't know if they could see that, but
yeah, it's okay.
basically Norwood 6 balding. So I have to do another 2 surgeries, but the next one will do the mid piece, and then I'll actually put.
Oh, you're gonna do more in the hairline too?
Yeah, I'm gonna do like soften it up.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just add a little density, a little softness, more natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously when you're rushing it, like you're trying to do a larger area with 2600 and make it look as good as possible. You're gonna have to come back in and find.
Philly Boy Fitness says, "What age did you start to notice hair loss?"
For me,
yeah.
Oh man, probably 20, 21, around that area. But it was really just like little baby widow peak, you know, like the little corners going up.
Yeah.
Which is easy to just like, you know, brush over. Yeah, I don't think I really had like the major hair loss until the last like 3-4 years.
And did you?
It's like 25 and later, I started to accelerate hair loss aggressively.
And you weren't on Finasteride then, right?
I've never been on Finasteride. I took it when I started like right before the hair transplant. And
Oh,
after.
okay, gotcha. Yeah, I feel like I probably.
experience.
Oh, really? Yeah.
For me.
I feel like I probably would have been like similarly bald to you had I gone the same way.
You just kept ahead of it the whole time.
No, I mean I didn't keep ahead of it. Like, but I was like, I think I was 25 when I had my first hair transplant.
Okay.
20, yeah, no, maybe younger, 24, something like that. So like I was already like much younger than you because you were 28, right, when you had your first hair transplant.
Yeah, 28.
And you said like, I think probably you were pretty similar. Like as I started going bald around 19, 20, that's when I started noticing the widows, the big recession. Actually, by the time I got it, I mean, I've posted pictures on here, my site before, I had a lot of balding in the crown too. Oh, do we get a couple questions? Okay, cool. Let's answer these. Yay, we love questions.
Yeah, ask anything.
Thumbnail is clickbait. Cool. I mean, sort of, I guess. I wouldn't quite call this thumbnail clickbait because we were planning on talking about, like, what's the thumbnail, right?
Let's talk about Tinder.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Having a hair transplant in Brazil and Tinder.
Tinder and
Pretty
Brazil.
Legit.
Yeah, so Tinder Brazil is like just night and day difference. I mean, it's like, it's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, I hate Tinder in America, but
yeah,
if you use Tinder here.
Yeah, so the thumbnail is a day at the beach with just beautiful girls, beautiful Brazilian. They like exemplified Brazil, you know? I feel like it was a cultural experience hanging out with them for the day, for sure.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun. They were very nice. They also showed us around all the places.
Yep.
And honestly, like, if you come to Brazil and even if you aren't looking for women for, fun, if you're just making friends, like, they will show you all the best places to go. And it's going to basically cost you a little bit of cash as far as, like, food and drinks, but it's really nothing.
Yeah.
Like, if you were to, like...
Yeah, just convenience of, like having them around to be able to translate for us and everything like that is totally worth buying food and drinks.
100% of the time, guys. Every time.
Yeah.
Just find nice people on there and literally go out drinking or eating, because they'll show you all the best beaches, all the best clubs, all the best restaurants, and you're paying for it. So of course they're gonna show you the real ones.
And it's fun to watch them dance. Brazilian girls, like real Brazilian girls, they just like dance all the time.
They
so,
kind of do, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, like
they're always dancing.
They're always dancing in like half naked, basically. It's wonderful.
Yeah, that about sums it up. And by the way, right now it is winter in Sao Paulo, which is where we are currently.
Winter,
and I'm a cutoff.
And I'm like hot in what I'm wearing. I wore this because it was gonna be winter, but it's not.
It's like 75 right now, 70 something.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
But this picture, the thumbnail is a girl just dancing. Yeah, just like at her table. So her and her friend like just basically were dancing the whole day. So much fun. And the way they dance. Okay, so there's this thing called Brazilian funk. Yep. Brazilian funk, right? Totally different than when we think of funk in America. It's like this,
very different.
I don't know how to describe it. It's horrible, actually. It's like the worst music I've ever heard in my life. But the dancing to it is wonderful. They just get down on like in this sort of kneeling. Yeah.
It's like twerking, if twerking meant like...
It's like extreme twerking.
Like, what are the girls that do like belly work?
Yeah, it's like
Indian
belly dancing.
Yeah, like belly
dancing meets twerking.
It's extreme hip control.
And just they all do it. And yeah, or like a lot do it. And yeah, so these girls were literally like funk dancing all day long. It was
pretty
amazing.
much.
It was amazing.
Anytime there's any beat anywhere.
Yep, they're just boom.
Or if they're
like,
eating, they like to dance and they eat too.
Yeah.
Like there was no music at that table. They were just dancing on the beach.
Wonderful. So, okay, cool. So anyway, responding to the thumbnail is clickbait. I mean, I guess it is, sort of, but sort of not as well. I think of clickbait as like baiting with one thing and then having it be about another, which I've done. Like, everybody's done it, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is not, I don't feel like that's really clickbait because it's like literally the discussion of our video.
Yeah.
Okay, so what age did he start to notice? Do you have a family history of hair loss, Brian?
I do, yeah. So I'd say 60-70% of my cousins that are male are balding in similar way that I would have been or am currently, because my Norwood 6 progressed obviously in the last year, not doing any finasteride. And then also my father was bald and my uncle.
Well, yeah, so kind of everybody. Yeah.
Well, I'd say about 50-60% of the men in my family.
Pretty similar to me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my dad's side, they're all bald.
Yeah, my mom's side, I don't know, but my dad's side is all that way.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so Just Minaz29 says, I had an FUT hair transplant 4 weeks ago. When can I cut my hair so it's all one length?
Typically 4 weeks, I think. You should ask your doctor,
though.
No,
you should be, as soon as the scabs are off, you can give yourself a haircut. Like, you're not hurting anything to give once the scabs are off, and the stitches are out. So stitches usually come out about 10 to 12 days after the hair transplant, 10 to 14 days after the hair transplant. So if you're at 4 weeks, you should definitely be able to buzz your head. I always did every time.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna look kind of funny because you're gonna have this, scar there in the back of your head. So I don't.
It's temporary though.
It doesn't bother me really. Yeah. So yeah.
Some more questions.
Cool. But yeah, you can go ahead and do it now. You can buzz your head now. Philly Boy says, David, you seem to be in great shape. I'm guessing you've never been fat. That is true. I have never been fat. Since I was 15, I go to the gym about once every 3 days, and I generally eat pretty healthy. Ate a lot of sweets, though. But I don't really drink much alcohol, and I think that really helps a lot.
I, on the other hand, have been doing nothing but drink and eat this whole trip.
Yeah. So, I've eaten a lot, but I think the drinking is a big contributing factor.
It's a lot of beer.
Yeah. So, thank you. Just wanted to say, Jordan Custer says, I just wanted to say I did get the hair transplant with Feller and Bloxam. Cool. Not sure if you remember me, but I'm 2 months out now and seeing some early growth. Super stoked. Awesome. Congratulations, Jordan.
Hey, congrats.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, I do remember. I remember you getting on the live chat and saying that you were going to. So, really excited to... send me some pictures. I'd love to see some before and after pictures. Instagram is a good place to send those to me. So love to check those out just to see your progress, and hopefully these videos were helpful for you and your decision-making process, and hopefully making a good decision, so.
Yeah, and the next 2 months will be really exciting for him. If he's seeing early growth, by month 4, you should look just spot on.
Yeah, usually like 3-4 months is where you start to get the growth. So.
Yeah, but it comes pretty quickly. The hairline comes within like 2 months of growth typically. It's not perfect.
So like 5 months in, basically.
Yeah, but my 5th month, 4th month, I actually had like a full hairline. It had like some weak points, like everyone's gonna have weak points just randomly based on what hair grows first.
Yeah.
But I had a visible full hairline.
By 5 months.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, that started at like 2.5, 3 months showing growth. So you are gonna be very happy soon.
The first 2 months that the growth begins is like the ones that you.
Oh, those are the shocking ones.
Yeah. See the biggest difference.
Especially if you're really bald in the front, you do the front hairline.
Yeah. All right, cool. And feel free to ask more questions, guys. We're gonna jump off actually before long, and enjoy our last day in Brazil. If you don't have any more, Philly Boy Fitness says, other than hair transplants, would you guys ever do any other procedures?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, I totally would. Yeah.
What would you do?
Maybe lip fillers.
Really?
That'd be probably my next thing that I would do if I was going to do something. Yeah, I have kind of small lips, and it doesn't bother me. Like, it doesn't really bother me, but I feel like if I was going to adjust something about myself, I think the only reason I haven't gotten it done is just that I just don't like the idea of them injecting in my lips. Like, I don't mind needles in general, but my lips just seem like a very sensitive place. It's like injecting into your nipples or something like that,
That would be weird.
Yeah.
No, I think for me, I actually have a scar here. I can kind of get a little closer. I have a scar across my nose. Take this off. So yeah, I have a scar right here. It doesn't bother me. I've had it my whole life, but it was actually funny. I was looking at a photo and everyone was like, I love this photo. You look amazing. Like, what's different besides your hair? And I realized that my buddy had actually edited my photo before he sent it to me, and he had blurred the scar out.
Oh, wow.
Like, he had meshed it. And I was like, oh shit, that looks really good. Like,
wow.
It wasn't something that like affects my confidence or like whatever, but like it looked really good. I was like, wow, okay, maybe.
Yeah, so Brian and I noticed we actually have the same scar. His is a little bigger than mine, but I literally have, you can see right here on me too. So we almost in the exact same spot. I have this scar right there.
Yeah.
And I got it when I was a little kid jumping from a bed on and off a bed. You see there? And yeah, Brian's got
pretty much the same thing.
Almost like, yeah, but yours is bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very similar though.
It's like almost the same spot.
And I also fell. I like tripped over a wire and hit my head on a filing cabinet. So
he also did the same thing as a little kid. Yeah.
6 years, like five years old.
Furniture is dangerous.
For a kid, yeah.
I think we should just ban all furniture for children. No furniture in the house.
Just pillows.
In the house, as children are.
I think pillows would be dangerous too. I think there was another question that popped up.
Oh, okay. Was there another?
Maybe.
So yeah, how soon after surgery could I go swimming?
Ooh.
Again, yeah.
I think the big rule is like a month for everything.
Oh, really? Yeah, I would just say.
To be safe.
I would just say once. Well, I think once the stitches are out. I mean, why would you say that? A month?
I mean, like, people ask all the time, like, for everything, and like the general rule of thumb is that by 1 month you can. Well, if
for sure by a month.
For sure, because chlorine and sunlight. You don't want to get on the skin. The skin's still
Definitely
healing.
The sunlight aspect. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
you get 30 days.
If you're, I would say even more than 30 days. You should be really careful about the sunlight aspect.
For sure.
Yeah, this is like brand new skin. It's like baby skin. So that's something you should really worry about. As far as like, I think going swimming, once all of the wounds are closed. So once the scabs are off and you're pretty sure that all the wounds are closed, then like the stitches have come out if you got FUT or like FUE, there's like definitely no more pus and everything like that, and no little scabbing, then I think you should be good to go swimming. So just wait till you're sure all the wounds have closed. So usually, I think it's about 2 weeks. My biggest line is always, ask your doctor, depending on how you heal. Yeah, but we are the doctors, apparently, on YouTube. I'm joking. Definitely not a doctor. All right.
Disclaimer. Not real doctor,
I've been
like
on
TV doctor.
I've been on finasteride since early June. Should I get a minoxidil as well for best results?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think oral minoxidil is kind of the way to go.
Oral, really?
Yeah.
You like oral?
Definitely. Way better. Yeah. I love oral. Have I told you how much I love oral?
I knew I should. I knew the phrasing was terrible the moment I said it. I tried not to react. My bad, guys. But
yeah, all about it. No, because it's just way more convenient, oral minoxidil.
And it's not greasy.
Like, yeah, like oral topical minoxidil is just a huge pain in the ass. I used it for years. I hated it. It smelled bad. Made my hair greasy or just weird feeling. And yeah, I like the oral minoxidil. It's just so easy to just pop a pill, you know, once a day. Cool. That's it so far. Anything else about mention?
Oh man. I mean, why don't you show them the view before you cut it?
Oh yeah, this is
We had another question, but yeah.
This is just our hotel in Sao Paulo. To be honest, Sao Paulo is kind of like
concrete jungle.
Yeah, it's not really that great, like in comparison. I mean, so we spent a few days in Sao Paulo, and I was like, the exchange rate is awesome. Like the food is great.
Yeah.
You know, girls are more beautiful here in general.
In general, by far.
But
sorry, not to be rude to the rest of the world, but
yeah,
we both have traveled to a lot of countries. It's been like 100, like 28.
I'll show them my passport.
And I can tell you right now, after all that travel, it is night and day. Like Brazil just has beautiful people for the most part. It's not everyone, but they just have more beautiful people. They try harder.
This is just one of my passports. Like this is just one. This isn't like an expired one. Like check this out. This is like I'll show you a regular passport and then I'll show you this one.
Yeah. But this actual entire skyline is pretty crazy. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm gonna show real quick. Those are all huge buildings in the background. I mean, it's as far as you could ever see. This city is 22 million people. So like, it's a full 360, just like insanity. I don't know how else to say it. It's I've never seen any city like this. It's just high rises for as far as you could ever see.
All right, so we
came on vacation.
This is a normal passport. Yeah, we just came on vacation. This is a normal passport. This is like my new passport, right? This is my old passport. Like, look at the difference. This is literally like.
If you flip the top, you can see there's like 7 passports tied together in one.
Yeah, this is my old one, and it's literally like completely full. They even just like put random pages in here. Like it's just pages and pages of like, oh, wasn't doing it. There's like no room. It's all full. Every page.
Yeah, it's a while. I've never seen anything like
one
that.
Page. One page.
But you bookmarked it for them.
I bookmarked that because this is the one page that wasn't full. There you go. This is literally like just extra pages the Chinese government added when I was in China all the time. This is my passport. It's like, it's insane. So, because I'm a singer. So yeah, I've traveled all over the world performing. That's one. I've literally filled up like, how many passports in about 17 years? This one, I had 2 others, and now I'm on my 4th.
Wow.
Yeah. And like the other 2 were,
crazy.
2 of them were actually close to as big as this. So 97 countries.
I have only filled up 2 passports, and they were like normal size.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, that's still like great. That's way better than average, right? That's
yeah.
Way more than average, yeah.
Actually, the second one, I actually don't know what happened. I think I lost that one.
I think you're a little bigger than average. Anyway.
Oh boy.
It's been a wild week.
Yeah, it's a fun week. Brazil is definitely somewhere we recommend as the point of this entire video. Definitely come here.
Definitely. Floripa.
Yes.
That's the spot.
Floripa.
I mean, I was 3 guys, and we all were like, this is paradise. This is
yes.
Like, yeah.
Also, you'll never go anywhere else in the world where like 9s and 10s, as far as like scale hotness, will walk up to you and be like, I want to go home with you.
Yes.
And you're like, what?
So last night,
I've never
had this happen before in my life. Last night, a girl walked up to me, and she was definitely not unattractive. Like she was like an attractive woman. Yes, walked up to me, and she said, "I want you to have sex with me. Take me home." Like that was basically her exact words. She was like, "We should have sex. Like, take me home."
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Never in
Like, I was
America.
literally so shocked by the situation that I didn't do it because I was just like, this is too weird. Like, I told her, I was like,
It's very forward.
I really kind of admire your forwardness, but the fact that you're like just straight up walking up to me and telling me that you want me to have sex with you is almost too much.
It's a little too easy.
Yeah, it's like, it just seems like there's a trick or something like that, you know?
Whose hair transplant? David's or mine? Because
I follow Bloxham on YouTube. How much was your transplant? Oh no, he's just asking Jordan.
Oh. Man, we aren't even part of the conversation.
Yeah, they're just having their own conversation. It's all good. We're having our own conversation, sort of.
You sure they weren't prostitutes? Yes, positive.
100% not prostitutes.
100% not.
100%. Yeah. No. Like, no.
Yeah.
She told me because I was like, I asked her. I was like, why are you like asking me like? This is too like you're too forward. Like I'm like freaked out. And she said, well, you know, I came to Floripa. My kids are here. She said she has 2 kids, and she had just had she's just kind of had like a bad week, and so like she'd been divorced. She was divorced, and she just had a bad week. And she was like, you know, I just decided I'm just gonna go out tonight and just meet some handsome guy and.
Wow, you ruined her
Screw
week.
his brains out, and she said she
for
wanted
her.
to smoke a joint too. She's like, "Let's smoke a joint and have sex." And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go home and sleep because that's just like."
Yeah, we had a flight the next day too.
I gave her a hug. We had like a really nice long hug, and she said thank you. She was like, "Thank you."
The hug satisfied all of her desires.
It actually satisfied. She cried. I mean,
wow.
it was.
Did she
Oh, did
cry?
I tell you about that?
No, I was teasing
Yeah,
you.
yeah, you know, really, like. It was a good 3-minute hug.
Wow.
Because I felt
So
like,
you just, like,
I was like,
got
I
in
want to have sex with her, but like,
Yeah.
I feel like this is just a strange situation. Like, you've had a bad week, and so we hugged for 3 minutes, and she cried. She literally cried, and she was like, "Thank you so much for that hug. Like, I needed a good hug."
Yeah. Also, by the way,
it was crazy.
Sao Paulo, not many people speak English. Floripa, a larger percentage of people speak English. Which is very important to know. It's 4% of people in Sao Paulo and 25% of people in Floripa speak some English.
Yeah.
Like a good amount.
So, David, has your diet always been pretty good? Yeah, overall, pretty good. Yeah. I'll say my diet's always been pretty good. Like I said, I eat a lot of sugar. That's my one downfall is I love sugar. But other than that,
Doesn't seem to be hurting much.
it's pretty good, yeah. All right, so yeah, traveling is so expensive. What's your secret? I mean, yeah, I'm lucky. I have a pretty good, I've been good with money, and I've just made good money and stuff. And
Also, Brazil's not crazy expensive.
Oh
guys.
yeah. So actually, this trip was almost nothing. I used freaking flyer miles to fly down here, and then our hotel in Sao Paulo.
You probably have a lifetime of miles.
No, I've used up a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
I've used up a lot.
I would say let's give you perspective.
Oh, we had do you have your phone? You can show them the place that we stayed.
Yeah, it's on the table behind you.
Okay. Yeah, show them a picture of this place we stayed.
So
this was $150 a night for each
person.
of us.
So
per
$450.
person. Yeah. So it was $450 a night. So it's kind of expensive place, but we split it between 3 people. So it was $150 a night, which cost of an average hotel in the U.S.
Pretty
And
much.
it's literally completely a dream home. This house. Multiple jacuzzis and hot tubs, waterfall pool with an incredible view. It's just absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where's the good picture that you sent me?
I think this video about sums it up.
Oh yeah.
That's the view from the bedroom.
Yeah. That was our place.
Yeah. And
That was our other friend that we were hanging out with. There's a good shot of my crown with no with
super flattering.
no concealer in it. Yeah.
Well, you also just got those transplant and graft stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, it doesn't even look that bad. I was just saying in case anyone wanted to see it on the same subject.
The kitchen was ridiculous. Beautiful kitchen.
That was our pool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Jacuzzi there. Freaking amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, hard to beat. For $150 a person a night to have a giant 3-bedroom house.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous.
Okay. Oh, 3,000 gas for Jordan. Yeah. I love Brazil. Never been to Floripa. I've been to Sao Paulo and Rio. Cool. Yeah.
I'm going to Rio in 2 days.
I've been to Rio for one night for Carnival.
I did that too.
And it was
a year ago.
amazing. Yeah. I want to go back. So Mordecai says, question, my doctor had me do PRP plus fat stem cell prior to surgery in order to prep the recipient area. What are your thoughts on this? PRP plus fat stem cell.
Well, yeah, they took his fat and his stem cell.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I have mixed feelings on that. I don't know about you. I mean, you're going to have better results, but the question is what's coming from the hair transplant and what's coming from like the regrowth for PRP and stem cell. Also, most people don't do both that I know. Usually will choose one or the other. They're kind of the same.
No, I know a lot of people that do ACell and PRP together while they're doing hair transplants. Some doctors actually just do it automatically on everyone.
I'm sure it helps with the healing process.
Yeah. I think it's Dr. Body that does that on YouTube, hair transplant doctors. Some people do it like automatically. So I know this is going to seem like a cop-out of an answer, Mordecai, but the whole reason that we pick certain doctors is because we trust them and the methods that they've developed and their sort of protocol. Like all these doctors have different protocols that they find works for them. And so as long as the doctor is not a ripoff, and if you've done your research, then I think you probably know that he's not, right? That's the reason you've chosen him as your surgeon. So I think that going by the doctor's protocol that you've chosen is usually just a good idea, and not necessarily, sorry, it's a little loud here, not necessarily comparing it, one doctor to the next and going, oh, well, this doctor does, Zoflo, this doctor does ACell PRP, this doctor does, DHI, this doctor, well, I mean, like DHI is a different injection than like
but like Sapphire.
Yeah.
It's just what type of blade they're using, but it's, they make it seem like it's some magical.
Yeah, so I mean, but I feel like it's kind of the same thing for like the ACell PRP stem cell thing that he does. Like if he does that as his protocol and he feels like he's seen good results with his patients with that, good. And you trust him as a surgeon that he's looking out for your best interest as your surgeon and not just trying to like make money off of you or whatever is like the number one goal, which I think most good surgeons should. I think that they are looking out for the patients. They want to produce good results and things, so I would just go with his protocol.
Yes, that was on Airbnb, Patrick.
Yeah, it was on Airbnb. ML says, what Norwood number were you each before your hair transplants? I think I was about
6.
I think I was about 5.
I was a 5A leading 6, and I'm definitely a 6 officially.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Trust my guy. Awesome. Yep. So that's what I would say. So just do what he says, and like really try and follow it exactly, because a lot of doctors have certain like healing protocols as well. Some will tell you, wash this way. Others will tell you wash that way. And I think it's better just to listen to what they tell you. All right, Giampiero says, you guys want to go to Brazil just to meet girls. I'm not a bad-looking guy, and it's still a struggle in the U.S. I feel you, dude.
As long as you speak English, you'll do very well. Don't worry about being loud. You'll draw attention, but if you stay in a safe area, you'll draw the girls' attention instead of, like, bad people's.
Yeah, I heard girls abroad are much less harsh. I wouldn't necessarly less harsh. That one girl, that was funny. I also had a girl be the most, like, direct with me and, like what would you call it? Like a stop me in my tracks, kind of way.
Speechless.
That I've ever had. Again, she was so direct that I kind of appreciated it, even though it was like totally just a shutdown. That's it, right? So there was this girl in front of us on the plane on the way to Floripa, and she was
super model.
She had to be a super model. Had to be a super model.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it's like super tall, just like absolutely perfect looking, right? And she was standing right in front of us. And I just like said something to her about, she was holding some shopping bags. Some kind of like small talk thing, just to sort of make conversation with her. And she just like turns around. The first thing out of my mouth, she turns around and she goes, I don't want to speak with you. I was like, wow. Okay.
And then Dave was like, thank you. Yeah. I've never had anyone be that direct.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Thank you. You just saved me a lot of small talk. Like,
oh, man.
Nice. But I've never had anyone just, I don't want to speak with you. I was like, wow, okay.
Because you're like, do you speak English? She's like, yes, I do, but I don't want to speak with you.
Yeah.
Which is not how 99% of that trip went. It was the exact opposite. I was going to try to talk to him. But
yeah, just totally shut me down, like hardcore. So I wouldn't say they're necessarily much less harsh.
I would assume as a supermodel, though, she probably gets so many people that approach her and like try to talk to her about her work or her beauty or height.
Yeah.
She probably gets annoyed.
Probably. Sorry, girl, wherever you are. Did my best. So, David, how long after your FET was the shock loss back around the scar?
Ooh, interesting.
Was the shock loss back around the scar? Well, I mean, I don't know. I had three FUTs, right? So the first scar was not really that bad, but there was definitely some scar. The second one, there was a huge scar, and the doctor went much too low. And then the third kit, sure, no, I'll answer. I'm not married, actually. So then the third scar, wasn't that big. So, yeah. So it's hard to know how the shock loss, you know what I mean? Because they're all kind of different size scars.
Well, I mean, typically shock loss takes a few, like normal hair, it just takes a few months to come back in.
I guess I didn't pay that much attention.
It's been a long time for you, too.
Yeah, it was a long time. And, like, I wasn't constantly taking photos, you know?
It was in the beginning,
The first one I didn't even document at all, like, whatsoever, so, yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. So, sorry, wife and daughter, yeah. Let me answer this question. Mordecai says, don't mean to be a buzzkill, but how's your wife and daughter? So I actually have 2 daughters. They're awesome, Cruz and Lucia, and or they say here Cruz and Lucia. Yeah, and I'm not married. So my daughter's mom and I, we live together, and we raise them together, and we have a very happy life and family and the whole thing. But I'm not married anymore. We're actually divorced, but we live together. So yeah, all very good. Like, but I feel like I've kind of like, this is probably a topic for another video, but I've kind of created the life that I want, you know?
Kind of the goal.
Yeah, I've really created like, and it's not a very typical life, and I'm very okay with that. In high school, before you guys started losing hair, did you ever have thoughts about losing hair in the future? Yes, definitely. Yeah, because my dad was bald, and so he always would tell me that I was going to go bald, and I don't know. I feel like I had
really thick curly hair. I'm sure you could tell. Like, I had to put hairspray in my hair because it gets really, really like curly. But yeah, I never really thought about it until I was probably like 20. As soon as I started losing hair, I was like, fuck. Like, that's, oh man, I'm one of the family now.
Yeah.
Because it's like 50-50 in my family who had it and who didn't. So yeah, I thought I was escaping it. I was wrong.
Got the wrong side.
Very wrong
side of the coin.
It's okay.
Cool, guys. We're on for like 40 minutes, so I think we're probably going to get off. But, occupations.
I have, well, my main occupation, I own Spartan Elite Advertising, a agency that manages talent on YouTube. A lot of the top names for like gaming and stuff like that and reaction videos. But I also have my YouTube channel and some other side businesses and stuff.
Cool. Yeah, and I have a lot of various businesses.
I don't make anything on my YouTube channel. I don't think that's work. $0.
Maybe. Yeah, YouTube is not something you really get into for the money, for sure. You can make a lot of money eventually, but it's like, anyone who's like, I'm going to get on YouTube to make a lot of money, it's like, okay, you're probably going to quit before you make anything.
Yeah, you can make money.
That's why you're getting on, you know?
Yeah.
It just takes so much work before you make any money, you know? You have to love it.
I don't know if doing hair transplant channels, though, easy to make money on, because you're never going to get a lot of subscribers because of how few people want to, like...
Get a hair transplant?
Well, no, I mean, like, just subscribe and then have all those suggestions from the algorithm come in because of their subscription. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are shyer about it and want to like not
not like
associate
let people know
with
or
it.
Something.
Yeah, like let people know about it.
Thank you guys for subscribing.
Yes, thank you.
I hope you have. Click the notification bell, so we can you can be notified when we go live. We've been doing a lot more of these live videos.
I actually like it. I'm surprised.
It's fun.
Any last second questions before we dip?
Oh yeah, sorry. So my job, I've got a few different. I ran an entertainment agency. did millions of dollars of booking of a talent internationally, but that's completely been not a thing for the last about 2 years since COVID. I still perform, and I've performed for 17 years all over the world. Had hit songs in the Philippines, China. All my YouTube videos, you know, like, I don't know, 200 million or plus views on my music videos on YouTube. If you subscribe to my other channel, which is just David DeMusio, that's all my music. And yeah, own a lot of various other like businesses, real estate and stuff like that. So that's just like investment stuff that keeps me going. So yeah, that's kind of it.
Yeah.
All right, awesome guys. Well, it was fun chatting with you. Thanks for stopping by. Wishing you all lots of hair and lots of fun in the sun with Brazilian girls.
And if you go to Brazil, comment on this video and tell us exactly how much you're thankful for watching this video.
Yes. See you guys.